Hi Leo, welcome back for your January 2019 reading. Those of you who are new, a very warm welcome. Those of you who are returning, thank you for subbing. Also, if you are wanting a booking, the link is below, and as for the banner directly behind me, it's connected to the new channel that I've launched for January. The link to that channel is either connected to this video or directly below, and both have the same booking website. Okay, now I've pulled the cards ahead of time, and if I need additional clarifiers, I will pull them as I go. As for the schedules of videos, you will get a general and a love at the beginning of the month and a general and a love mid-month. And again, if you are a twin flame and you wish to follow the channel, it'll be via zodiac sign, and I'll do live sessions on both channels. And I am going to be giving away free readings on each channel, as for the subscribers, so to speak. So feel free to subscribe, and each month I do give away free readings. Now, the energy coming through for you guys at the beginning of the month is you're getting downloads. You're also having a feeling intuitively of knowing something about an old connection. You may also be speaking to an older person who, now it doesn't have to be, an old person. It's more somebody with an aspect of maturity, somebody older than you. I am feeling, depending on your sex, male or female, it's the same sex as you. So the person you're going to is someone you directly, it could be the opposite, but it feels more a mature energy of someone that has a great intuition, and it is going to help you without judging you to gain clarity on the situation. You're trying to see the bigger picture moving into the month. Now, in the 3D, it might be that you are trying to avoid disaster by not communicating a truth. Something in your gut is telling you to react in this manner because you're assessing something. This can be at a work-related dynamic. Again, I'll build it as it goes. A lot of the energies that are coming through in the readings, even in the general aspect, does have an undertone of romance, and sometimes a very heavy one. And that's more than likely because, we went through the Venus retrograde last year. We went through a great purge when it came to the planets, asking us to heal and look at certain dynamics. So it's not surprising that love is really coming through in the readings, because we're, if we have had the purge and we've had some time to do the healing, this is a very earth-based frequency coming through, moving into 2019. We do have we've got a partial eclipse on the 6th, which we've also got the blood moon, and the total lunar eclipse around the 20th. And this can really change our frequency. It can be a slightly agitated month and a fast-paced month in which some of us wish to be moving faster, but some of it might not be quite moving in the way we want it straight away. It's going to take a bit of time to regain our frequency. You are trying to avoid conflict though, so you're trying to get the intuitive knowing of how to handle a situation prior to directly communicating your truth. On the 4D, your fear-based frequency is very much connected to family. So this could be your love interest. It could be, starting your home, who to invest in, what to do, and trying to bring things together. So you're fearing how to go about doing that. You're fearing maybe having some weight on your shoulders and a sense of responsibility. And it might be that you put all the eggs in one basket and you're looking at it and going, oh my God, what have I done? Others of you are ready to put eggs in a basket. You're a bit scared, but you're trying to work out what that's going to look like. That can even be at a business level, but I do feel this is a very base chakra grounded energy, where, for some of you, if this is work related, it may be family are going to assist you to get a business off the ground. For others of you, it is very much you're fearing a connection from the past or a current connection, but you're making a decision between the two frequencies. In the 5D, your soul is telling you something isn't sitting correct. It's also telling two stories. Either where you currently are, you're not happy and you do want to reunite with someone, or you're not happy because you want the reunite and that hasn't come about as yet. But You are divinely guided. Things are assisting you at this level. And again, do look at your romance reading to get a greater in-depth read as to what is going on. It may have an additional story. Every reading has a message for a particular person, and if it doesn't resonate, don't try and make it fit. You're far better off to look at your Venus house or your rising signs to get a complete overview. Otherwise, private bookings are always best. Now, in your financial sector, again, this can be heart chakra related. It can be, you know, anything connected to money is definitely the heart chakra, the sacral chakra. The chakras really being clear. So anything that we believe we are entitled to, it naturally is drawn to us. When we have fear-based frequencies and, oh my God, I know that bill's there, is it going to be okay? It really does cause issues, and it can block the flow. It is open and it's upright with the frequency of this energy. And this is very much connected to what's harmonious, bringing harmony in your financial sector, direct clarity about how to deal with the situation. So for some of you, this very much is connected to business and you're trying to keep it hush-hush. This might be a very good idea in a sense that you're intuitively knowing you need to keep your cards close to your chest so people can't steal your business ideas. If this is in relation to a spiritual path at a financial level, you're trying to get money behind you in order to prepare to return to an old connection. What is blocking you is seeing how this is going to go, right? And not knowing how a person thinks and learning information about what to do. And this is more than likely why you're going to a more mature, experienced person to try and see through their experience how they dealt with things. This could be a best friend, it could be a mother energy, but it's an energy that you directly trust. In your family domain, some of you may have a loved one, again, who isn't present at the moment and you're not having as much time to spend with family. Some of you may not be feeling within a connection that you feel at home. Again, I do feel if you're not feeling connected within a relationship, again, do look at your relationship reading. It may be that you're looking at this person now just as a friend. Others of you might be looking at a friend as more, but you're unsure whether they're looking at you in that way. But that's a very separate message. I do feel more so it is another person that you're feeling more at home with, but you're also questioning what home is. What is blocking you can be your vitality and your frequency and feeling safe within your own energy, and not understanding that whatever's going on, good grief, whatever's going on is directly serving your higher good. You know, sometimes when we get blocks, we tend to go, oh my God, universe is against me. Universe is actually challenging you to believe in yourself. Now, if this means balancing that chakra, it is upright, so that is going to become better. But blocking you, it may be you're attracting things like honey to a bee and you're trying to keep it platonic. It might have triggered a thought in your mind and it's made you question, especially if people are actually looking at you and you're not directly interested. It might have triggered a realization, especially looking at other individuals having a happy life. Are you in the correct location? This can be a temporary energy. It doesn't have to be a permanent energy. You know, where this has been an ongoing thought that you're having in your mind. It can very much be a confusing time for you, but regardless of the fact, I do feel whatever you're directly dealing with, you're definitely getting advice from close loved ones or a guide. In your dream state, this is, you know, what your higher hopes are within your life, and this could be just at a temporary level or it could be indefinitely. You know, this is really what I'm needing to attain, is connections. You feel disconnected from certain individuals. Again, this may be connected to the person you're with. Others, it might be a disconnect within family. It could also be that there's a loved one who's passed over. That's very much been coming through very heavily, and again, that can be due to the lunar eclipse coming up and the moon frequency coming through. Understand that, you know, you do have a lot of love around you, and your dreams can become a true reality. Again, if you're wondering in your dream state in relation to a reunion with someone, for you spiritually and perhaps them, this isn't over. But what is blocking this situation at the moment is the lack of harmony and the lack of communication, right? And it could be that, you know, you haven't left a situation in order to be with this person. So it might be you're not willing to communicate this because you want to keep it at a very neutral, non-karmic level, so that it's balanced and it's fair to all involved. That's really the frequency of what I'm feeling coming through. You're being very cautious, or you're keeping your cards very close to your chest, one or the other. What you're not seeing is your consciousness is telling you what to do, but you need to trust in that, and very much being upright. You're having an awakening connected to what's going on. So even if you don't feel directly you're getting the clarity at the beginning of the month, I feel by mid-month, definitely go through and look at your mid-month reading when that's released. I'll try and release it, you know, a weekend, so to speak, so that you can get prepared to see the flow-on effect of it, or it'll be mid-month smack back. Haven't decided yet. Regardless, this energy is changing where you're going to gain clarity, and I do feel you're probably going to either feel more in tune to what you need to do, but what is blocking you is directly making a choice. It might be delays due to communication coming through, or clarity on what's fake and what's not. Additional messages for Leo. You kind of feel claustrophobic. It feels, I do feel that you guys have really learnt what you do want. Okay, you feel at the moment there's no room to do certain things. This could be in general because you're healing. Yeah, I'm feeling it's because you haven't gained the clarity, right? So there's no room for error. It needs to be done correct. You don't want any nasty surprises. You also need money behind you in order to move whatever the situation is forward, and you may be concerned of money. You're also frustrated because you semi-feel blocked. You're like, am I going to make the wrong decision? Am I going to be strong enough? Who am I going to have? Who do I want? What do I want to do? Your general reading is very interesting, guys. Yeah. Flat out, I mean, you never know. Maybe your love reading will end up being a general. But at the moment, what's being shown is you do really have a lot on your plate. You're trying to gain advice. You're easing yourself into the air, but at the same time, it's like you already know you need to deal with some aspects of decisions. So there's a lot of meditation going on in the first 2 weeks of January. You're really looking at businesses. You're looking at accommodation. You're seeking advice from friendships and people that you directly trust. You're treading very carefully. You're being very cautious, but something in your life, be it a way of being, a way in which you're communicating with the current partner, it can transform, providing you gain the clarity. Again, like I said, it can be temporary, but the 3 cards that's come out as the last cards is like a masculine frequency in reverse. Again, this can be feminine, depending on what sex you are. It's a person in reverse, which to me means you may have gained clarity by mid-month about who is and who isn't to be in your life, or what is and what isn't the most adult way to deal with the situation. What is and what isn't working. And again, that is old energy from 2018 being directly applied in a meditation stance, moving through the first 2 weeks. Being very careful about who you talk to. So I feel you're going to talk to somebody first, and then for the rest of the 2 weeks, I do feel you'll be meditating and dealing with 3D related dynamics, tying up loose ends and trying to gain that clarity. I hope this helps. Love and light, and I will see you during the month.